Over the years, I have heard all sorts of narratives about the sewing stories that we have. Often it is a story like, I just can't sew, but someone in my family is an excellent seamstress. So I don't know if that's you, or you think that you can't sew. But in my book, Stitching Your Story Piece by Piece, I talk a little bit about the fact that these narratives that we tell ourselves can become our reality. And maybe that sewing story about I can't started because you just weren't as good as that person that had sat by their grandmother and done it. Or maybe you had a critical comment from a home ec teacher. But whatever it is, it began to form a narrative that you told yourself, I can't. And so, of course, there is sewing stories, but also we have to think about how does that impact the rest of our lives. There's so many things that we hear or that we experience that dictate the narrative that we tell ourselves, and how can we objectively kind of step back and look and say, well, what story, what narrative do I want to tell myself, or does God tell me? Because belief is something that is really important. What we believe affects how we're going to live and how we're going to act. And so if you believe that you can't or that you're a failure, then you act out of that. And to move forward, we want to be able to train our mind, train our thoughts to have a new story. So if you haven't gotten your copy, be sure to check out Stitching Your Story Piece by Piece, because there's so many illustrations like that all throughout the book.